Hi Crafty Stamper. So this is a tutorial of how to make the snow scene one. So what you'll get in your package is you'll get your envelope, your white base card, you'll get a designer base piece, you'll get a circle, and then you'll get a glitter circle, and then you'll get a circle with the laminated of the glitter inside of it. I already put mine together. Then you're going to get a circle with this base on the silver of the circle. Okay, then you're going to get the house and the snow scene of the sleigh and the horse. You're going to get the Christmas, Merry Christmas. It will come in a strip like that. Now you have to remember there's a little dot in the eye that comes apart from it that you'll have to add on here. So let's go ahead and get started. Now this is my second tutorial on this because the first one ended. But what I want you to do is I already put mine together. But you want to take your glitter piece and your circle with the laminated shaker stuff inside. You want to go ahead and go around when you have your piece of the laminated piece, go around it just on the edge and do a tape gun, because if you do glue it doesn't stay and you'll have to let it sit for a while. It'll just take longer to do your project. So just do the tape around the barely on the edge and then just put it on here and it's already glued on. So that works out a lot better than using glue. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on our sleighs and our house. Now, as you see here, I have the house and there's a little bit of blue, so the sleigh and the horse will show up, and I'll show you how to do that. So you want to take your house and you want to take an extra piece and just take your scissors and do like a slope. You want to lay your piece just down any way you want on here. Now the slope, how you're going to do your sleigh is you can measure it and see that you want your sleigh to be about not touching the snow on top, or the house part on top I should say, so you can get an idea of how much you need, because how your pieces are different. Your thickness of your pieces are different because we're going to cut these down, so it doesn't matter how thick they are. You just want to make sure that you line the sleigh and the horse up, that you have just a little bit, probably the sleigh to go to the top of the house part like that. So that will give you an idea of how to do your snow. So then you want to take your template piece and you want to do some blue. Now you want to do very, very light. You don't want it heavy, heavy, heavy at all. So you might want to start off the edge and then just go in. You don't have to do it very heavy to show up as snow. See, look, it already shows up like snow. So you don't have to do it very light. So I'd get the lightest blue that you have and try it on a piece of paper first, and then do your actual piece that you have. So then what I do is I go ahead and I just do a little bit of blue here. And you can just play with it and see how you want it to look. So I want it to be a little bit darker because I did the top blue. See how? You can just see the define of a little bit of the blue. You don't want it really, really strong looking, and try not to get on your houses. So there. That's all you do with that. So then what you want to take this and you want to do a little bit of glue on the back of here. So you're going to put it on the back of your horse, your sleigh, a little bit down here. Then we're going to line this up of where you want this. Now all your pieces should be big enough that they're going to fit in the circle here. So you want to make sure you have enough when you line it up hanging over both the sides here. Okay. So the next thing you do is you want to take this, your circle part, and you might want to look and see what your design is, because I have a little bit less down here than up here, so I want to have it this facing up. So you want to look at your design that you have. So then I want to do about halfway here, like that. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do with mine is I'm going to do a tape runner so I don't have so much glue. And you might want to put a little bit of glue on your houses so they stay down. Just tap, tap, tap. You don't need a whole bunch of glue. Then you want to line this up halfway and press that down so that stays. Okay. So you want to flip it over. Take some large scissors, and we want to trim around this circle. This is how we're creating a snow globe type effect. And when you get to this point, what you can do, that might be a good idea, is use this as an ornament. When you give it to somebody, you can let them know inside that it's an ornament. And I would just put maybe a little bit of glue or some double sticky foam or something. They can take this off. I would put maybe, if you want to do it before, put a gold string between your blue silver and then this down in here. Put it there somewhere so they'll have something hanging. Okay, so then on this one too, since this is going to part of the plastic, I don't like to use glue because it doesn't really adhere. So I like to go around with my tape runner again. You can try the glue. You just have to let it set up a little bit longer. And you have to make sure the glue doesn't squish out the edge of the silver, or you're going to have it on the plastic. Okay, so then go ahead and set this down and try to line it up the best you can before you set it down. And if you do have a little bit of glue on stuff, if you guys have one of these glue erasers, this works really well on here to do that off. Okay, so you have this. And I have a little bit of plastic here I'm showing. So I'm just going to trim it just a little. Okay, so you have that. So we're going to put our base together. Make sure your trees are up and your cards folded out this way. I know everybody does that. I do it too. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not making mine a permanent or a ornament for somebody, so I'm going to tape mine down. And I'm going to put it pretty close to the top, because you want to have enough room to put your Merry Christmas. So when you have this, all you have to do is just take this, just lightly tear all this apart. If you have to take a little bit of snip scissors to get in some of the parts, do that. And what you want to do is, the Merry Christmas is connected. All you want to do is just snip those apart, because we want them separated. And so then you'll get this. So just glue down your Merry Christmas like that. And don't forget your little dot for the eye to go here. And there, your card is done. So if you have any questions, let me know.